First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Atlanta Falcons. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Here's Nick Chubb, former prep and collegiate star here in the state of Georgia. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Arnold Ebiketie gets there for the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Throwing on 2nd down. Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now on 2nd and 13, Watson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
They'll try and throw for it here. Going up top. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. Cooper, the man in motion left. On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
The score, Browns 7, Falcons 0.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. And that's caught. It's Bryan Edwards. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The Falcons had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they moved back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Slot man moves right. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Off of play action, it's Watson. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Browns 7, Falcons 0.
First down, they'll run with Chubb. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson off play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And pushing back 8 yards that time on second down. And they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Third and long, it's Watson. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
They're on 17-yard line.
Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. He's going to take another shot here. He rifles one that's intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he stopped immediately there. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Finding room at midfield. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then running back.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Arnold Ebiketie in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They go up the middle with Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Here we go on 4th. Watson, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So an interesting decision at this stage of the game to go for it. Do you think maybe that missed field goal earlier had anything to do with it?
If it did, I'm really surprised because usually one miss is not enough to alter your game plan. My only thought is maybe he got hurt, or maybe they just understand that it's not his day for some other reason we don't know right now. But in general situations, you run it back out there and let him have another chance.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Patterson running between the tackles. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and 12. Back to throw here. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
From the 35 on second down, Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
The Browns really liked what they saw from Donovan Peoples-Jones in 2021 as he came into his own as a deep threat, averaging nearly 18 yards a catch and getting nearly 600 yards total. They think they've got a long-term starter on the outside, and he picks up a first down here.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 53 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, Watson to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the 31, Watson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Watson on 3rd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On play action, they'll throw. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 15. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, It may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Straight ahead, Patterson. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Falcons! Patterson. It took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this 3rd quarter, and now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to make a comeback.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Faking the give. Now Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlinesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
His back has been a dependable safety back all game, so he went back to him with his first run in his cover. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Drops it off for Chubb. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Nick Chubb stopped short. The Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
In on the tackle is the lineman, Perrion Winfrey.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Yeah, it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he's going to have the Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Chalk that up as their 1st sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. That play disrupted and stopped for a loss by linebacker Troy Anderson.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. But I think the Oakland is able to touch pass like that. I mean, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but maybe all over that one.
It is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly is the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15. Watson now to throw. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 and the 15. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Falcons 7.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Falcons take over first down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
At the 22-yard line.
Back to throw. Another completion right back to Patterson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw here. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
White, yellow, blue.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Back to throw again. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. York now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Browns 21, Falcons 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Falcons take over first down 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. They'll set up a throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Ready.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And caught by London. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Complete to London. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and
5. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Grant Delpit. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory.